Nomadic Fanatic comes to a realization that we've had a long time ago. All right, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Let's start with Mike. That's right, Cheap Off Grid Living Mike. Well, not a lot going on the Mike front. He is with the guy he is mentoring to be an off-gridder. Yeah, they just went out and they got some stuff, went shopping for solar stuff for the solar install, and that's all they did was go through batteries and this and that. It was kind of boring. Nothing that I was interested in, but yeah, if you want to go over and see what that guy bought, you know, go ahead over there. But yeah, not a whole lot going on over there. All right, we have Atomic Sage is back. Yeah, after a little hiatus, coming back strong, making the Tim videos in his unique way. Yeah, so go over and check out Atomic Sage. And on the Tim front, we have Ray from Life and Vibe. She's hitting Tim pretty hard. That's right. She is, got him up against the ropes. She is not letting up at all. She is hard and heavy, and she has the video of, well, I guess I should say she has the unaltered video, the one that Tammy is mouthing off. She has it up before Tim took it down and then edited it out and then put it back up. That's right. We don't do no editing around here, except when Miss Tammy fucks up and she makes me take shit out. Then somebody's got to do some editing, right? So yeah, she's been going at it. She's been on top of her game on the Tim front. So go over and check her out for sure. And as far as Tim goes, yeah, today, Tim, so far, MIA, no videos from Timmy. What could this mean? Oh no. Is he sucking up to Tammy? Is he making everything all better? Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. All right, now let's talk about the Tater. That's right, the Tater. Well, he finally comes to a realization, a couple realizations that we've had for a long time. And let's start with the one about the door.
Things I regret not pulling out the stock doors and putting in a residential door, but my decision to buy what I have found out to be an interior wooden door. This is like, yeah, but it's really hard to find a 30-inch wide exterior door.
Well, anywho, we all knew that the door was an interior door. We all knew that that door was a bad idea. We all knew that a long time ago. As soon as we saw that he was putting it in, when he was drilling the holes for the deadbolt and everything, I knew it was bad. Everybody knew it was a bad idea. And Tater finally, ding, the light bulb went off. And now he finally realizes that, yeah, they were right. And then there's the little thing about expenses. Now, I've had some people coming over in the comments saying, well, Tater's paying this and Eric's doing this and he's not mooch docking. He was asked to be there. It's still mooch docking and he's paying his way. Well, here, let's just see what Tater said just a little while ago. What, a week or so ago? This is what Tater said. This is his words.
I spent way too much on gas to get here, but the cool thing is I really don't have a whole lot of expenses now. It's just building materials, and we've got some really good building supply stores nearby.
So he just said he doesn't have any expenses, just building supplies. That's what I remember him saying, and that's why I said what I said about him mooch docking and doing all this stuff with plugging this in and plugging that in and but oh no, but his little fans come running over. He's paying his way. He just said, you just heard him. He doesn't have any expenses, just building materials. But now, today, it's a different tune.
Is that we're working inside the bus. And I'm paying my own power bill here. All of the power and water and anything I consume, I'm helping out Billy and Michelle here any way I can to help them with their generosity. But Billy's a good...
So now he changes his tune, I guess, after, hearing this, that, the other thing. It's time to say, no, I'm paying my way. But earlier on, he said, I basically have no expenses, just my building supplies. So I don't know. That's what he said. All right. Well, now, speaking of what he said and another epiphany, 9 days ago or so, 10 days, whatever it was ago, Tater's viewers gave you some information, but you know how he gets with those people. Oh, the keyboard mechanics and this and that and that. He doesn't want to hear anything that his commenters, his faithful followers, he doesn't want to hear anything that they had to say. But this is what they told him over a week ago.
Actually, give me some tips in the comments for things to try. And I'm sorry I don't have the names. There was 3 or 4 different people that kind of said the same thing with these units, even though it doesn't say so in the directions. Turn on the one that has the longest line set first by itself. Now, that wouldn't work in a house because you might not know in their different rooms. But for instance, this is the short line. This is the 16-footer. The one that busted back there is actually the 50-footer that goes down to the compressor. So what they're saying is turn on that one, set it to 70, and let it go for 30 minutes until it gets cold.
And then turn on the other one. That's what they told him over a week ago. But now, the great Nomadic Fanatic, he figured it all out. He figured it all out today.
Bus froze me out yesterday, but let this one run for about 10 minutes. It is super quiet. You can't even hear it on, but it is blowing ice cold air. After 10, 20 minutes, that one working great. Then you go over to this one. I wish I could tell you why this works. I don't know why this works. I'm setting it super low also, by the way. Can you hear it making noise already? Listen.
But anyway, so what he was told over a week ago by people in his comment section is exactly what needed to be done and what he finally did to get the thing working. But hey, you know how it gets when everybody, oh no, I'm doing it the wrong way, and he doesn't want to listen to anybody. But that's Tater. And then, as I told you, what was it yesterday? That yeah, he has the hot tub that he set up. He went out and bought a new hot tub. Now Tater says it's just a heated pool. It's not a hot tub. He doesn't have it set too high. And Diana says that Eric has it set so high. Why is it so hot? It's really hot. So he says it's not that hot. She says it's set real high and hot. I don't know, but that's that. Now, a couple other people mentioned in comments that they have hot tubs and it doesn't take that much energy. I don't know which one this one does, what it doesn't. All I just remember is when he was at Taterland, he was having a fit because he had tried all these different things because it was just sucking the power out of his giant solar array and his 19 million watt batteries and all other shit. So I don't know, but that's not the point. The point is just, I think he's taking advantage, even though he says he's paying. I don't know. Maybe he is, but anyway. Then he goes and he says that the bus is running everything. So he has a extension cord running to the Bigfoot, and that's running the Bigfoot and the air conditioner off the bus, and the bus is also running the hot tub and all other stuff. So he's not using the dude's house power. No, he's using the bus power. However, the bus is parked under a tree and he's getting no solar, and he didn't have any power because he didn't have that plug working right away when they hooked up that plug. But they finally got the plug working, the 50 amp plug, and now he's plugged into the house. So yeah, the bus might be running everything, but the bus is just a breaker panel. It's just a breaker box. All the power's going into the bus, into the batteries, and it's from the house, not the sun. It's not, I don't know. So no matter what he says, he's still using that dude's power. And if he's paying his way, he's paying his way. That's fine. It's just the fact that he did say, I don't have any expenses, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. It's just, I hear things, I report things. I didn't make the shit up. That's what he said. But anyway, here we go. We are on the Tater roller coaster ride once again. He goes from being discouraged and frustrated and everything, and you gotta bear with me, guys, and but now to everything's perfect, and the Mr. Cool, it's the greatest company. Oh, Mr. Cool sucks. Oh, Mr. Cool sucks even worse. Now shit doesn't work, and Mr. Cool blows. Now Mr. Cool is perfect, and it's blowing ice cold. Oh, it's ice cold. You wouldn't believe it's Arctic air, So he goes from his low lows to his high highs, and everything's worth it now. And I don't know. And he still didn't address anything with the bus overheating. We got to start the bus up, make sure it's running as good as it. Yeah, it doesn't run that very good. Remember, it overheats, but you just bypass that and don't worry about it, and still didn't address the stuff. So, but that's what Tater's doing. He's running around and he is vowing that they're going to get stuff done. They're getting walls up and everything. And this dude's a good carpenter. So he's praising this guy for now. And it's not going to be too long until you hear him down talking Wayne, because I'm sure some of the stuff that's not working to Tater's liking, the door, I'm sure it's going to be Wayne's fault. I'm sure anything that didn't work out quite right is going to be Wayne's fault. So, but he's got this dude who is going to fix everything and letting him live there on their land and everything. So there you go. And still not one single word about his good buddy, Camper Van Kevin. I don't know. I think it's kind of rotten. But hey, you don't have to agree with me. That's never the point here. What is the point?
I'm BlindViews. That's how I see it.
What we do here is go back.